Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. I'm meadsyreplays. Welcome back to the channel. In today's video, we have another episode of Banned. Yes, let's get these people banned. Now, all three of these, well, actually, two of them at least. I've got three replays. Two are pretty similar, and one is just the classic moaning, raging because people did not listen. So yeah, and it ruins the game it does ruin the game for everybody else. So Wargaming do need to get rid of these kind of people to make the game more enjoyable for everybody else. Now, the thing, even in this video, so we've got three replays, and actually every single one of them are this 10 versus 10 mode. So people are enjoying it, and people are trying to play the 10 versus 10 like they would any other battle. It's not like Mad games where you could just, you could just run and it doesn't matter or anything like that. 10 versus 10, I know it's a special game mode, but people are still trying, they're still trying to play, and they still want to have fun. They want to see what the 10 versus 10 is all alike, and overall, if it's worth coming into the game, people might prefer the 10 versus 10. But when you've got people ruining the games for everybody else, even in the special game modes, then they should still get banned from the game. Now, this one you can't really see because our guy decides to dry off. But you have a Caro, the Caro 45 ton over there. He does nothing all game apart from block a Death Star. That is literally all he does for the rest of the game. And the Death Star, I mean, fair play to the Death Star, because he doesn't rage at all. Literally, he doesn't rage, he doesn't chat, and he is literally just sitting there blocking him. And he's going to do that all game. Literally, let's just skip to half the game gone. Where is he? Yeah, he is still up there, unfortunately blocking the Death Star. Let's move it a bit more forward towards the end of the game. And where is he? Of course, he is. He's still being blocked. Where is he? Over there. There he is, still being blocked by the Caro 45T. So, unfortunately for the Death Star, he wasn't really able to do anything all game because of the fact he was getting blocked. He couldn't move. He literally couldn't do anything. He still got more damage. I mean, he still done a decent amount of damage before he was getting blocked, but it's not nice to be blocked when you're just trying to play the game. Now, another 10 versus 10, we have one of those loudmouth people who doesn't enjoy people not doing what he asks. So you got the project here, go right, help the cave. There's not, I mean, yeah, you could go left, you could go middle. It's one of those maps where you could go either way, really. If you're a heavy, you could go left, you could go right, you could go middle. However, considering most of the team decides to go right, the FV4AA5 says no. No heavies, you need to go to C. And then, of course, he starts raging, and he's going to rage pretty much for the entire of this game. As you can see, another loss, blah, blah, blah. And even though most of the team, pretty much all of the team, apart from one other tank at the minute, have gone to the right side, he's still sticking by his gun. I mean, well, there's kind of two tanks. He's still sticking by the fact that you should go left, and he's going left with the E5 here, and the VK45 is pretty much in the middle. I get our guy here in this T95 E6 is kind of egging him on, but there we go, you suck, bitch. And yeah, I mean, I do find this funny. I do find it funny when people do kind of egg it on innocently. But when they do kind of rage back like this destroyer is doing, then yeah, I mean, you shouldn't rage back. You'll make it worse. And sometimes people do sort of retaliate to make it worse. There's nothing wrong as long as you're not doing anything wrong. Like if you're just saying to the guy, no, you're wrong, you shouldn't go that way. Sometimes that's enough for them to rage even more. But of course, when you do start to retaliate by swearing at them, calling them names, then of course they will retaliate a lot more. And normally they will kind of sort of just leave the game. They'll just give up, and they'll say, right, you're on your own, I'm giving up, and they will just sort of quit the game. The funny thing is, with the FV4005 in this game, he was like, go A, everybody go. He just literally said, go A, because everybody is to the left at C. But yet, a couple of minutes ago, he was telling everybody to go to the C. Of course, he dies. He is one of the first to die, and then he does still rage and rage and rage. Let's just go to the end. And even the project was like, why would you go C? And he's trying to give the skills and why everybody should go C. Then he starts telling everybody, you're all 30%, blah, 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 even though you're the one that's dead. And then it's pretty much a win. So yeah, I love it. I do find it amusing when people don't listen to someone. That's why I never talk. That's why I never say anything. If you should go right, I never normally say go right, because people normally just do the opposite. They'll try and do the opposite just to piss you off. And then here, the last one. I think this is funny. This is quite funny. So our guy in the shark says go right, support the mediums. So the medium decides, you know what? No, let's just block you instead. You know, he's trying to be helpful. The shark was trying to be helpful and telling the team, let's go right and let's support the medium tanks. But the medium tank was like, nah, I ain't having this. Let's just block you. Albeit that is all he does. That's all he kind of does, blocking him wise. But what I find funny, we're going to fast forward it just a little. I think I might have actually done it a bit too far, actually. Do I need to go back? Yeah, let's just go back, because it is funny. I need to get it just right, to be fair, because I do find it absolutely hilarious. When I was watching it, I was like, surely he didn't just say that. It didn't say anything bad, by all means. He doesn't say anything bad at all. So let's just get to about here. And you'll see the Dracula here, and then the Gravedigger. So our guy, I know he's here. I suppose he's not trying to block him. He thought about it. And then the Dracula, not the Dracula, the Gravedigger did have other thoughts. In a minute, there we go. He is pushing him out. He is pushing him out in the open, and the Dracula pretty much almost dies because of the Gravedigger pushing out. So if we then just fast forward it, let's fast forward it. Where are we? I think it's a little bit more. There we go, straight there. Gravedigger pushing me into the enemy. He's actually moaned, and he's actually complained because someone done the exact same thing he did at the beginning of the game. In fact, he travelled halfway across the map. Well, not halfway, but a quarter across the map just to block the shark. But yet, as soon as the Gravedigger decides to push him, it's a whole different story. Honestly, it's funny when people do that. But yeah, still needs to be banned. Still done the wrong thing. For him, maybe not a permaban, just a couple of weeks ban to say, wait, don't do it. Simple. You do it, you're going to get banned. So something like that. He didn't do it all game, not like the first replay that we saw. Just a couple of weeks will do, and just to show them, just to show these guys, you know, you do it again and you're going to be permabanned. So don't do it. Stop ruining people's games, because this will happen. So I hope you enjoyed today's video, guys. I'm meadsy69, and I will catch you all soon. Bye-bye.